Olá, as we say in Portugal. I'm Michaela Guzzi, and I am doing a special report for Insider Travel Report. And today I'm very honored to be interviewing the chef of the Octant Douro Valley, which is in Portugal. So without further ado, chef, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So hello. Here we are in 35 minutes around Porto. It's a beautiful hotel that we have in Portugal. We have traditional Portuguese cuisine here. Okay? What I try to represent is to have the food, local food here, and all the best ingredients that I can have. It's not a sense to have some foie gras here in the Douro, because it's not that we want to show to everyone. So we have a very local farmers that they produce biologic ingredients for us, and we keep all of them for us for do all the best food that you can have.
So very farm to table
Exactly.
and very locally sourced.
Exactly. I believe that is the future, because all the chefs, they think about new things, new ideas, but for me, the most important thing is to have local things, and they produce, and of course the flavor is going to be different because it's local. It doesn't need to cross the ocean to be here. It's everything that you have.
Well, and you really give travelers a true sense of place when they're at the hotel.
So we have also some experience that we can do here in the hotel. We have some boat trips that we can see, a little island that we have near to the hotel. We can have some picnics, so all around.
We did a picnic on the boat yesterday.
You did a picnic?
Which was,
it was good?
Yeah, and as you're going, I mean, it's so stunningly beautiful and so green.
Relaxing.
And then you just look up and it's all these terraces to all the great wine.
Exactly. So basically, the hotel here is not 100% in the middle of vineyards. So the vineyards is coming a little bit upper, but it's still beautiful. All the place that we have around to show and everything that you can have here. We can see a small vineyard, a small one.
Now, tell us, how many rooms are currently at the hotel?
So we have 61 rooms today.
And coming in May, you have some exciting news.
20 new village, with some of them with some pool with hot water.
A hot tub.
Exactly.
Ooh.
That's exactly.
Which on like a fall or winter's day would be very nice.
And I believe that the summer is going to be amazing here, because new village, nice pools that we have.
So this hotel is really crazy. It's kind of terraced into the land the same way you'd almost see a winery. And it's all these multiple floors, and their elevator has the most gorgeous views overlooking the river.
There are one strange one.
Right, one that then goes sideways up. But that's where the new 20 villas will be. And that's also where the rooftop pool with the infinity pool overlooking the Douro River is. And in the summertime, you have a great barbecue out there.
Exactly. So we call Ofil. Ofil is the brand of the barbecue that we have there that is open. So we can cook some big shrimps, we can cook some big pieces of meat. In the end, here in this region, we have a kind of meat that we call Aruquis. It's like 20 kilometers by here, that we have a kind of beef, a fantastic one in Portugal that is protected. So we can cook some nice beef upstairs too in the grill, and it's
You're making me very hungry.
different ambience in the hotel too.
Well, and now talk about the restaurant that we're sitting in right now.
So we have 2 restaurants at the moment. So in the summer we have 3 with this pool. We have 2 restaurants. This restaurant that we have, it's a casual restaurant that we have a very traditional Portuguese food around. We call, for example, the francesinha. It's from a traditional plate from Porto. We have some burgers, we have some salads, and it's open from 12 to 10 o'clock in the
So lunch and dinner.
Exactly, so all day. all day eating. And after we have a different kind of restaurant that is Raiva, that is called this restaurant. Raiva that is here.
And it also says Michelin under it.
That is a little more fine dining, we can say it. Also with inspiration, local inspiration, with everything that I have learned in these past years too.
And that's where we did the tasting courses.
Exactly. That is recommended in the Michelin guide.
Highly recommend.
So
Come hungry.
So 2 different concepts. In the summer we have 3, and maybe in the future we're gonna have another one. But it's a secret, a little secret.
All right. Well, and now with the tasting menus, you have both with meat and fish, again, locally inspired and locally sourced, but then you also have a vegetarian
Exactly.
menu.
So we have a la carte, and we have 2 different menus, one vegetarian and one normal one. That's
So if you don't feel like the 8 courses, you can just have your favorite dishes.
that the vegetarian. Also, we can do it vegan and gluten-free.
See, they're taking into account all of our, what should I say, all of our peculiarities.
That is important because
I try to eat gluten and dairy free.
more and more, the gluten and the lactose sometimes it doesn't feel so good in our bellies. And as
I definitely feel better when I don't eat it.
I'm thinking that is the future. And so I have a part of the menu that we can do lacto or vegan without gluten for try.
And then you're also pairing the meals with ports and wines from Portugal and this region.
Exactly. So all the wines that we have in the hotel is from Douro Valley, is around Douro Valley. So we don't have wines from Algarve, for example, or we try to avoid it because the experience that we want to pass to everyone here is Douro.
You want to give them a sense of place.
We want to show the great wines that we have and the great food that we can have too in the Douro region. So is that we try to close as much we can the Douro. In the end, we have, I would say, maybe one of the biggest menus from Porto wines, different kind of Porto wines in the hotel. We have around 350 different kind of Porto wines in the hotel.
So there's no reason to go anywhere else.
The reason is to stay to enjoy it.
Yeah. Now, if someone's not familiar with the Douro Valley and particularly this area, can you talk a little bit about what makes it so special?
So this is a very special place for me in the herd because it's very relaxing. We have a river, one of the bigger river in Portugal.
Isn't it one of the oldest rivers in Europe?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a tricky question. And but it's very quiet. It's very relaxing. Some days we can hear the fishing jumping in the water.
It is very peaceful.
It's relaxing about
Now, this area though is protected.
This area,
Like it's a park, correct?
a long time ago, the place that is a hotel, it was a market, an old market to change materials. That means the boat was coming from Spain, and they were stopping here, and they was changing products, and they would take here some hay to put in Porto.
So this was like a trading route.
Here, exactly.
Uh-huh.
It's because that also we have a big, I don't know how to say that, but a big park for parking the boats outside. So it's coming by there because...
Like a marina.
A marina, exactly. So the marina that we have is bigger because a long time ago, it was a market. It was a market here. And after they built this fantastic hotel here, it was a little house here, and they built the hotel.
Well, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe this whole area is like a protected national park.
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
I
Correct me.
maybe I'm wrong too.
No.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Tell
Sorry.
me.
So we have a protected park a little bit more upper in the river.
Okay.
Not exactly this area.
I think we went through it on the boat trip.
Exactly,
then.
exactly,
Okay,
exactly,
okay.
exactly, exactly.
I was like, I thought so.
Exactly.
Now, for the hotel, though, you seem to have a real strong commitment to sustainability. Can you talk a little bit about that?
So the idea, when they construct this hotel, it's to be more green than possible. So if we can see the lights outside, they are very special, for example, because the lights in the park, car parking, for example, they doesn't come up, the lights is for down. Only because if we are in the other side of the river, we cannot see the lights.
Yeah,
This
I
is the
noticed there's
idea.
really like no light pollution.
Exactly. So the idea is to be in the other side of the river and cannot see nothing from this side because the hotel is full of herbs around, is full of gardens, and all the lights is thinking about don't pollution
For all my stargazers, this is a night sky friendly hotel, which is pretty awesome. But I also noticed I haven't seen any single-use plastics here.
Yeah, we try as much we can avoid the plastics. We try as much you can all this kind of garbage, and the future is come by there. It's everything that we want to be more safety, more green, more. And every day we are talking about that and try to discover new things, what we can do, what we can do different for the pollution.
No, it seems like a very
world.
conscious,
Of the
socially
world, of the
conscious hotel. Everything seems very well thought out. Now, what are your favorite dishes at each restaurant?
Here downstairs, francesinha. Yeah.
Okay, what's that?
Francesinha, it's a kind of croque monsieur. Maybe. So croque monsieur is so basically it's bread, beef, yeah, a spicy tomato sauce, egg and cheese. So it's a heavy
Sounds
plate.
amazing.
It's a heavy plate. It's a heavy plate. But it's a very traditional, and we do it a little bit different. Instead to be a beef inside, we do it with baby goat. So we roast the baby goat in the pizza oven all night, and after we make this bread, this baby goat, these eggs, this sauce.
Yummy.
You should try it before you go.
Well, I still have to have my lunch. Okay, and then when we go upstairs.
So when we go upstairs, difficult. Yeah? I always say my favorite one is a new one that I had in the menu recently. That is the deer or venison.
Okay.
The smoked one. So the idea is to represent when these when these animals they are in the bosque, in the everything. So the smoke, the all these flavors there. It's my favorite one today.
Okay. I have to say the beef dish was very
The beef
tasty.
dish, yeah.
But also, just you think you're only having 8 courses, only in air quotes, but then all of a sudden there's chef surprises that kept coming. So.
Surprises. So
But there was one. It was like I think a goat cheese
tart.
Yeah, it was so good.
Okay.
So good. Compliments to the chef.
Thank you.
And then in the summertime, up at the braai or the barbecue, what's your favorite?
So I would say this year, it was a shrimp with butter and garlic.
That sounds
Big one, a big
heavenly.
shrimp.
The big shrimp. The big shrimp.
Tiger shrimps.
Awesome. And then your favorite things to drink. I mean, in Portugal, I'm learning ports, vino verdes. Those aren't
Port tonic.
port tonic. What is a port tonic? It's all the rage right now, by the way.
So port tonic, it's something very new in Portugal. I would say 2-3 years. That it's a gin tonic without gin, with a nice porto that we had. So
Do you know what I think it is? I think it's your version of an Aperol spritz.
okay,
I think it's a Portuguese spritz.
I agree.
But by the way, port might taste sweet, but it is strong and will knock your socks off if you have too much of it. Take it from personal experience.
It is good.
It's very good. I want to come back in May when those new 20 villas are open, 2 floors with the private hot tubs, just saying, and eat some tiger shrimp up on the rooftop.
Good. Good to know it. Yeah.
Obrigada.
Obrigado.
Michaela Guzzi for Insider Travel Report from the Octunt Douro Valley in Portugal.